Good morning, everybody. This is Tenacious Earl, and we're going to play the final holes of the Aloha Tournament of Champions, the fourth tournament in the 2019 Tenacious Golf Tour season. So I left you with where things stood at the end of the third round. I don't have the graphic, but I can put my little scorecard right up here like this. You can see Gil Granbury was ahead at minus 22 with Yun Lee Song and Enrique Magallanes two back. Dave Smanowich Jr. and Gareth Leonard at minus 19. And then Trent McAdams minus 18 and a bunch at 17 under. Well, a lot has happened, as usually is the case with the final round of a golf tournament. And so Gil Granbury, who was the leader after the third, he took an early double bogey on the first hole and never really got his round back together since. So they will be playing 9 shortly, him and Lee Song. Granbury at +2 for his round is at minus 20, and he's 5 shots behind Trent McAdams and Gareth Leonard. They're the third pairing from the end, and they have been lights out today. -7, both of them on their rounds. Gareth Leonard is -6. Let me make sure here. Yeah, -6. McAdams -7 to join each other at -25. 2 shots ahead of Dave Smanowich Jr., who is having a pretty decent round himself. 4 under par. They're just trying to keep pace. This Palm Orchid Golf Club course is pretty receptive. It's a scoring course. Back 9, there's only one real trouble hole. It's the 17th. Everything else is relatively negotiable. So we should have some good scores here. On the back 9, we'll see if McAdams and Leonard can pull it out. 2 names that are not going to be around in this leaderboard, Dustin Emmerich and Heath Summers. Dustin Emmerich took a double bogey on 6 and was 3 over through 11, and he dropped out of contention, so we won't be seeing much of him. Also, Heath Summers, he started well back. He was actually 6 shots out to start the round. He went 2 over on the front, and he did get 3 out of 4 birdies on the back 9, but he was out of contention. He had more holes. He had fewer holes to play than shots to gain to get back into the lead, so I took him out of contention. And also John Hudspeth just recently dropped out. So what we're doing is we're finding Granbury and Lee Song on the 9th. Double cordial, easy par 5, 521 yards, and we'll pick it up here. And then right after that, we'll have the emerging contenders, which we may not have any because with McAdams being 7 under par, I think, and Leonard 6, I think that may mean there's no chance of emerging contender. So Lee Song has the tee here at 9, and it's a white 1, so a 1-3-4. So he is not a duffer. He is a champion, so he's going to get another blue chip. So he already had 1 here. He gets a second blue chip, and we're going to use the green 3 on the gallery cheers. He is a hero or champion, so he has an easy birdie putt. He's going to use a blue chip to make it gimme, and he will move to within 2 unless he gets 6s, and he successfully holds it out there. He'll move to -23. Finishes his front 9, only 1 blemish, a 33, 3 under par. And then Gil Granbury, front 9 to forget. Love to get 1 back here. And so 2, 3, 6. Let's see what that dials up for him here. He's not a duffer. It's not a direct green, so it's going to be short game check. He is soft. He does have a soft short game. But with the green 6, that means a bad lie in the rough around the green, and so he's not stoned, but he does end up with a difficult putt for par. and he needs a 1 to 3. Well, he gets it, so that's going to mean a 38, 2 over par on the front. And so that's where he's going to remain. So they're turning the corner. I'm going to check my emerging contender chart here, and if they're 5 under par or better, no emerging contenders. And so 6 under par for the leaders, 6 and 7 under par. That means no emerging contenders are possible. So we will just continue on. So this tournament, just to refresh anybody's memory, is a Tournament of Champions. So we had a field of 17 golfers for this. Kind of made the first through third rounds a little bit inconsequential. We did set up our final pairings and such, but this is interesting. It's Kawahara has had some pretty good luck here. He's 5 under on his round. He was 5 back to start, so unfortunately for him, he's gotten outpaced by McAdams and Leonard, but there's a lot of easy holes to come. And so they'll be playing 15, which is a relatively easy par 5 here. Double cordial and friendly. Not direct, so no chance for eagle, but all the par 5s on this course are long, so there's no direct holes. Although there may be, I don't think there is a direct hole at all on the course. Which direct means you have a chance at an eagle, potentially. Alright, so Kawahara. Actually, it'll be Summers first. He's out of contention, so we just roll 1 die. Double cordial, 2 is a birdie. So that gets Summers. So he was 16, 15, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. He's still 7 back with 3 to play, so we're not bringing him back into contention. Nishiki Kawahara. Well, he has a quandary here. He's either he'll get a blue chip if he makes a clutch putt for par, or he can attack the green. And in this case, he likes his chances better to attack the green. So he will re-roll the white die. And it's a 5. So we're going to see golfer note above. See a master, semi-master with no dot, so he's not. So he's going to have a difficult putt for birdie. He can lag that up. And he is successful in lagging it, so that leaves him a gimme par. Doesn't get the blue chip, but he also doesn't have that chance at a bogey that was lurking. And that's one of the advanced option rules if you play History Maker Golf. So at the 14th, another easy hole, Greer Copeland III. 4-4-5. It's easy, but it gets a little more difficult if you actually roll the white 5, because then you have to add an extra degree of difficulty to the putt. So 4-4-5. Is Copeland hot? Copeland is. So he's got a beautiful drive with a green 4. Gallery cheers for him. He's not utility. So it's going to leave him with a moderate birdie putt. He doesn't want to spend the blue chips here. He just wants to see if he can make it. Needs a 1 or a 2. Boom! In the hole, and he's got 3 in a row. Up to minus 22. Greer. Copeland III playing some good golf here at Kapalua. Emmerich, again, the out of contention chart with a double cordial 1. That's going to be a birdie for him. Still with 4 holes to play, he is 17, 16, 17, 16, 15, 14, 15. He's still 10 back, so as much as it's interesting to watch him play, I'm sure we'll see more of him. So his streak of 2 in a row tournaments won will come to an end here, even in the short field. Okay, so at Trenchard now, he is he is at the tail end of the contention. He's 6 back, and he does find his own card with a 3, 4, 5. Par 4, 13, 407 yards. Well, he's going to get a red chip on a gallery moans and groans. The green 3, is he a master? He is not, so he's going to end up with a moderate par putt. That is 1 to 5, and he holds it out. 5, so he's 6 back with 5 to play. We're going to keep going with him only because it's when you get more than 6. And so there's a birdie for Hudspeth, I think. Yep. So the thing about that you want to keep in mind about the out of contention and deciding I definitely like the more shots back than holes to play, barring 6, because the best you can do on the out of contention roll is birdie. So in that case, you can never really get back. You could still get within 6 with 5 to play, but even with that, it's not. To me, it doesn't really. What's the point at that point? I don't want to bring them back in if I can help it. Okay, McAdams. He's going to take his chances getting control of this, and he does get it. 3, 3, 4, and he's got the decider die on his side. He's not a yeoman. He is a champion. He gets an easy putt for birdie, and he will spend the blue chip to make it gimme. He will move into sole possession of the lead as long as he makes it, and he does. Trent McAdams, 8 under par on his round, having an excellent afternoon here at Kapalua, minus 26. And that sets the stage for Leonard. Leonard needs to respond here. He just joined out, and he's got a chance at an easy par and getting a blue chip, and he'll take it. So that leaves McAdams without one, but he does have the 1-shot lead. And I think that will put Trenchard out of contention. So, okay, so this hole, not easy. The last par 3, Simanowicz will use a chip to take full control on this hole. Hi, Mr. Moley. 2, 5, 6. He's not a hacker, so we got mood. Mood check for Simanowicz. He does not have a mood. And this is not going to be favorable because it's going to have to be sunny. So instead he's going to have a difficult putt for birdie. And so this came up before for him, and he's going to have to do the same thing, which is lag. He could try to make it moderate. So he does successfully lag, and he will now take his gimme par. Oh, wow. Trip 5, but that's still a par. Not able to make play.com. Well, I think the evidence is probably all you need. All you need is just seeing what's going on right now to know. But yes, I'm unable to make it. Green 3 on the Golf Cam course. Oh wait, he has control. He has extra controls, and that's a 4. So he gets to play off of his own traits. 2, 3, 5. Is he a champion? Yep, he has an easy putt for birdie. And he's so far back right now. He's 6 back. He's going to try to take a chance making the 1 to 4. And he does. So Magallanes to minus 21. And so we've got Yunli Song now He's 3 back of McAdams after McAdams birdie. Got to try to keep pace here. That's a 1-2-4. On the par 4, he's not a duffer. Not a firm green, so golf cam green. It's a friendly green. This should be a clutch putt for birdie. Par 4, challenging or scatter. He's neither. That's neither of those. So clutch birdie putt. 1-4. You try to make it here, make it -24, and add another blue chip onto it. But he misses it. He loses the blue chip, and that leaves him. And if he would have spent the blue chip, he still would have missed it. Easy par. Almost misses it, but it squeaks in the side. Now Granbury, disappointing day for him. He's and he gets the white 5 in a 46. Luckily, it's golf cam course on a cordial hole, so 5. He's not. It's not daunting, and he's not scatter. So he has a clutch putt for birdie. He's going to spend this blue chip and make sure that he makes it, and he needed to. So there is his first birdie of the day. It gets to -21. Okay. Mr. Moley says, do you make players stormy if they miss a mood putt and sunny if they sink one? I do, unless they lag. If they decide to lag a mood putt, then there's no effect. So that's how that works out. Of course, if someone says if it says they're stormy till further notice or sunny till further notice in either the special results or some other way, then nothing changes that. And also, if it says this round, I also consider that to be unequivocal. They're not gonna. They don't get to change that. And that was something with Emmerich. He got a stormy the rest. Actually, he got the stormy till further notice. So I've already marked that in my spreadsheet. Leonard is also stormy, and that's for the rest of the round. So he cannot come off of stormy. That's the way I play it. I don't know if it's completely accurate, but I think it is. I think I've read that before, that if it designates something like that, then you should honor it. If it doesn't say rest around or TFN, then if they then are stormy and get checked if they're sunny, and they aren't sunny, and they get like a moderate birdie putt or something, and then they make that, then they are good to go. And where is the 16th hole? Oh, I got them out of order. Okay, so a short par 4, 365. Summers, it's listed as cordial. 6 is going to be a bogey. It needs the decide or die to say yes for the bogey, so it'll just be a par for him. He's 4 under on the back. Summers is. So some of that out of contention aided. Now Kawahara. He will get 1-2-6. Which, not direct. He is semi-stone with a dot, so he is stone. He's going to need a difficult putt for par, so that kind of burns him in the rear end a little bit. But he does make the putt, so good for him. Okay, we got to put the full court press on here. We want to get this finished up within about an hour and a half. Copeland the third on a 3 birdie trip here, trying to ascend the leaderboard, and he's got a hole here to keep it going. 1-5-6. Is he a legend? He is. He will get a blue chip and the gallery Cheers par 5 version with a green 5. Is he a hacker? He's not. So that leads to strong applause, and he should get a decent chance at a birdie here. Reroll white die. It's a 5. It's a double difficult putt for birdie. So Copeland the third. 3 holes left. Yeah, he's got to just he's got to play for the money. So he's gonna He's going to lag this double difficult birdie putt. And that will leave him an easy par, and he'll keep his blue chips, so he makes that. Emmerich, double cordial 4 is a par. Okay, so now we'll go back to 14, another easy hole. Trenchard. Not a hole you want to use that red chip to give the hole control, because you would get the degree of difficulty on the putt as well. So that's a 114. So this is probably a moderate birdie unless we either hit gilded or cold, and he's neither of those. So moderate birdie putt. And he's going to use the red chip to make it difficult, and he's going to lag. So unless he gets a wacky roll, and he doesn't, he will end up with a gimme par. And so he takes a little bit of eating his crow there. Gives up maybe a potential birdie to, so let's see, double cord, that's a birdie for Hudspeth. But he gives up his chance at the birdie to extract that red chip from his possession. So McAdams, he's 7 birdies out of 8 holes here, just on the loose, just making trouble for everybody right now. And he gets control on the par 4. 166. He's not a yeoman, and he's sunny, not stormy. So we go to experience, and the green 6, he's going to be lucky to be icon, because with the green 6, it's going to ask if he is, and so because he is, he at least gets a moderate birdie putt out of this. 1 or 2, he's going to try to make it. This is a 33%. It's not great, but he will get an easy par putt if he misses. And he just misses it. It hangs on the lip and doesn't go in, so now he's just got a little bit of a tap in here, and he parks it home, and he stays 1 ahead unless Leonard comes away with a birdie here. 2, 4, 6. So this is a bit of a duel. This could be like a dogfight going home here. 2, 4, 6. Not a duffer, and he's also not a champion, so would have had a chance at an easy birdie if he was, but he is an icon and a 2, so this is actually an optimal roll. So 1 or 2 is optimal in the now, especially if you're an icon. So not right now, in the experience chart. So if you're the experience chart, you roll 1 or 2 on the green, you're an icon, you're in great shape, because the prospects know it gives you gimme birdie, and because you are an icon, you get gimme birdie. So Leonard should, and he didn't have a confident stroke, but he does sneak it home, and he joins McAdams at minus 26. He has 1 blemish on the first hole. He took a bogey, and it made him stormy for this round. But you can see here, birdies galore. Birdies galore. So, and the other thing that's interesting, so McAdams, that's where the order can be important. If Leonard had the honor on the hole, he would have got that stormy check, and he is stormy, so it would have kind of annulled the progress he would have made in getting a birdie there. Okay, so Magallanes just struggling to keep pace here, but he does get control because he's got extra. So that means the white 4 does give him the opportunity to use his traits to try and overcome this hole. 1, 3, 6. He's neither duffer nor scatter, but he's also not a hero, so that's going to hurt him. So it goes to his mood. Does not have a mood yet, so he may gain 1 here. And he's not stormy, so it will be an easy putt for birdie. And he's going to use the blue chip. He wants to get sunny. He wants the birdie, and he gets it. So Back-to-back birdies for Magallanes to within 4. And he will be sunny until further notice. Well, not until further notice. Until either the tournament's over, or until he misses a mood putt. Simanowicz Jr. with a 1-4 chance at a par and a blue chip. He loses his blue chip if he misses it because of the 6s. So he's 3 back. He could also attack the green. He does have a blue chip. He's gonna opt for that. 1-4 is probably, I would call it borderline, whether to just go ahead and give it the shot. So let's see. So we need to re-roll white. Attacking the green. For him, he doesn't have the decide or die is a no, so he could get a difficult putt for birdie. What do you want here is a 1, and it's a 4, and so that will get him the difficult putt for birdie. And he is going to lag that, and he will then hopefully make the easy, and he does, easy par putt. So he sacrifices earning a blue chip, but he doesn't face the prospects of bogeying, if that all makes sense. So Granbury he gets a white 6, so he'll take a par and a blue chip. So that's one of my strategy plays here of late that I do quite a bit. Is if you get the 6, the white 6 with 2 other 6s, then just automatically decide to. I mean, unless you're full gold, I think full gold, then you definitely take the chance. Another white 6, Lee Song will get a blue chip and a par. But if 1-4, it's borderline, and if you're at neutral or below, I would just say attack the green and use the lag to, use the lag as your friend. It's kind of what I find. Because I mean, for most people, they may not use what I do for lagging, which it makes it even easier. Because it's just an automatic, you move it from double difficult to easy, or difficult to gimme, and it's basically a no-brainer at that point. So Heath Summers, let's see, Summers is still, and so this is semi-daunting, and he's going to get a bogey. So the back 9, sun is kind of fading on him, and we're getting towards the end of the round for these guys. So that's what I was trying to do here, playing sort of an abbreviated round on the channel. So it's going to be 25 Golf Cam course, and the decider die is going to help Kawahara here because it's not going to be daunting. Par 4 and a 3, so it'll be a clutch. He's going to need a clutch putt for par, though. He needs a 1-3, or he'll get a red chip going into 18. But he gets it, so he'll earn a blue chip instead, and he'll have that to maybe help out a putt. Maybe put that score at -23 if he can get one. Okay, back to 16, and it's going to be Greer Copeland III with 2 blue chips. And he will take a 3rd blue chip, so he will have plenty of ammunition to move into 17 with the semi-daunting hole. He can take control of it. Emmerich out of contention, 5 on the cordial hole will be a par. Okay, Trenchard and Hudspeth first, he got a birdie. The last, that will be a potential birdie on this double cordial hole, but with the no, it'll just be a par. Now Trenchard, well, he is 7 back with 4 to play. I'm just going to go ahead and play him out here. Might as well. You get to this point, you might as well not even. If he bogeys again, then maybe I'll take a look at it. 2, 4, 5. He is a legend. He gets the blue chip. That's the green 5 again. So if you can get one of those with a 1 or 2 in the green, then you're in a heck of a good chance at an eagle. But it's good. Checks if he's hacker, and it's not. So strong applause. Maybe a chance at a birdie here. 4. That'll be difficult putt for birdie. Trenchard will lag the difficult birdie putt, and now it's a gimme. So he makes it. I should roll. I should roll 3 dice there, but unless you get double 6s, there's no reason to roll the 3rd. Okay, back to 14, and Gareth Leonard tied with McAdams. This is the lead. These are the leaders here in this group, and they're playing a hole that should be considered a birdie hole, but it's going to be, oh, this is hard. It's going to be his. The course controls it, and he's in the sand with his second shot with a green 5, and it's going to be even harder because of the exclamation mark. So this hole could be a turning point in this round. A birdie hole, but got enough trouble around it that and he gets into the sand. Green 5, is he a master? Well, he is a master, so he'll get an easy putt for par. Well, it's going to be X moderate. So as long as he gets a 1 to 5, and he does, that's a par. So he is good. Wait, I looked at the wrong one. I looked at the rough and not the sand. He's not sandy, so he does have. That was a difficult putt for par, but he had the 1, so it's still fine. Wow. Actually, that's a quandary, because I think at a double difficult putt for par, I probably would have lagged. Because it's difficult. It would be exclamation mark double difficult. So double difficult putt for par. I have to revisit this. I'm going to go ahead, and we're lagging. I'm going to roll the black and the decider and do the normal lag procedure. And he doesn't make it, so that means that was a double difficult putt for par, and now it's an easy bogey putt, which he makes. So he is going to drop a shot. So that's I looked at the rough first instead of the sand, and that was my bad. So McAdams now. Can there be a 2-shot swing here, and could he get to minus 27? 266, par 4. King or Shaper, he's neither of those. Is he a champion? He is. He'll have an easy putt for birdie. No blue chips, though, so he's got to try and make the 1 to 4. And he doesn't make that, so that will leave him at a gimme par. So it could have been worse for Leonard. Not the 2-shot swing, but there is a 1-shot swing, and McAdams stays in the lead at minus 26. All right, Magellanes. He has his extra control turns this into a 5, and he gets it. 1, 1, 2. You see the 4, the extra control gives him control on the white 4. He's not cold, he's actually hot, and he is not gilded, so a moderate putt for birdie. Needs a 1 or a 2 to keep this run going. It would be 3 in a row, and you get to minus 23, 3 back. Boom! Down it goes. Enrique. Lurking, hoping these guys at the top start hitting some nerves, and maybe they'll come back to him. So Simanowicz Jr., a 1-2-4. He's not a duffer, and it's not a firm green. It's going to be golf cam green. It's not friendly in this case, with the decider die saying no. Green for friendly, no. Challenging, no. It's a clutch putt for par for Simanowicz. He's going to take the chance here, 1 to 4. And he makes it. He'll earn blue chip on making the clutch putt for par. And so he ends up with 2. Okay, to the last group. And it'll be Gilbert Granbury. I believe he's Australian. He's Australian for suck. No, I'm just kidding. Not a good day today for him, but he takes a par. Probably should be trying to chance it a little bit more. But, I don't know. Sometimes you got to pick your battles. 2-3-6 for Yun Lee Song. Well, not a duffer, but it's going to be a layup. Short game, check of 2. He's not stoned, so he will have a shot at holing this out. Need to re-roll the white die. A 1. If he gets the decider, he hold it out for birdie. Boom. And Yun Lee Song now within 2. So maybe we will get someone in this final group in the mix. All right, so the thing I haven't mentioned to you that is kind of what do I want to say, unique about Palm Orchid is, well, there's 2 things, and they're kind of related. Par 73 course. Almost every course ranges from 70 to 72. Especially ones that are played on for tournament golf. But this one is 73. And the reason it's 73, and the thing that's related, that's unique, is that once the last par 3 on the course is 11. There's only 1 par 3 on the back 9. And so it's not that if you have a par 73, it usually means one of 2 things. Either you have an extra par 5, or you have 1 less par 3. And so in this case, you have 1 less par 3. This is the final hole. Long, long par 5. Kapalua has been in a number of computer games. I believe Tiger Woods had it. I had a game way back in the day called Lynx, which I absolutely loved. And it was one of the and this hole, it's downhill. It's 663 yards. It's a beast, but it's it's a beast as far as length. Usually you can get some decent scores on it. So we'll see if Nishiki Kawahara can finish up his round with a birdie here and put up a score of -23. And it's double cordial with a 6, so he will. No need to use, well, he can save the blue chip, but that is a birdie. It doesn't get a second blue chip, but that is 3 under 34 on the back, a 67. A real nice 6 under par round for him. He finishes up at -23. I'll put him down here. Let's add, I'm going to add it up here just to be sure. That is 269. And let's use the old calculator. 292 is the final. That's even par. And so it is 23 under par. So that at least puts something up there for those guys to think about. There's quite a few guys. I doubt 5 golfers are all going to have a problem, but it's something for them to think about here. And so Summers finishes up with a birdie as well. So he was 4 under on the back, 33. That's a 71 for the round, and Summers goes 274, which is going to be -18, I believe. Okay. So we're going to go down the stretch here now. Things will start moving right along. 17th, so a tough hole here. Greer Copeland will use a blue chip, roll the decider die. He's going to have to use a second one to get control of this. But he'd like to either match or beat Kawahara here, and we do have a chance here on these 2 holes. 1, 2, 5. Is he a bomber? No. Hacker. golf cam green and a green 2. Probably going to be a par. Friendly, no. Challenging, no. So it'll be an easy putt for par. And he makes it. Emmerich on the 17th. That will be a birdie for Emmerich. A little bit of bittersweet there for him. Okay, Hudspeth first. Cordial 4 is a par. Out of contention, and now Adam Trenchard. 116. Duffer, no. Soft. Semi-soft with a dot. He is soft. He's going to have a gimme birdie putt. That will help him out, although he's way back. Apologies for the throaty coughing here. Just have a little bit of, just a slight sinus infection here that's just lingering. Okay, now Trent McAdams, your leader, scoring hole. He does take control of this with 2-3-3. He's not king. Oh, it's going to be a short game check. Second iron goes over, or 2-iron. Second iron shot sails over the green. So, short game check for him. Green 3. He's not soft, so he'll have an easy par putt. So no progress made for him. He will hold serve there. And Leonard maybe with an opening could maybe get back into the lead here. And that's 2-2-4. King or bomber, no. Hacker, no. Champion, no. So it's going to be mood. Oh, and this is where his mood hurts him. He is stormy for the rest of the round, and so that makes him not sunny. He's going to have a double difficult putt for birdie. He will lag it up, and he's going to actually come out worse here because he's going to have a moderate par instead of an easy par. So this is so 6s are bad, and 6s with a dot are even worse. But this is still going to be a moderate putt, 1-5. And he makes it. So not the end of the world, but it just adds a little bit of intrigue if you happen to hit those. So both guys par, and it seems like they've sort of steadied out here a bit. They were on fire for a while. Now Magallanes, whoa, what did I do here? Right, so this is for them, 14. Because I was looking at the par 5. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, so you want to avoid a 5 here if you can. He gets a 6. I mean, when I say avoid a 5, I mean on the white die. He gets a 6. It's a double cordial hole. You hate to take a par, but he does get the blue chip here. So he will just hang out there at -23. He thinks he hasn't seen the leaderboard change a whole lot for McAdams, so maybe he's figuring, he still has 15 to play. 15's really pretty easy. Okay, so Simanowicz Jr. in the same -23, 3, 5, 6. Par 4. He's not scatter or puny, and he is champion an easy putt for birdie. He will use the blue chip to make it gimme. Does not want to get burned, and he doesn't. So birdie there for Simanowicz Jr. He's within 2. Now Yun Lee Song birdied 12. Let's see what he can do here on 13. 2, 3, 5. He is a legend, so that is going to be a great drive. He'll get a blue chip. And then the green 2 as the gallery cheers. He is a champion, so he will have a gimme birdie putt. And he will be within 1 if he makes it. Needs to avoid the 6s. And he does. Back-to-back birdies for Yun Lee Song. And he's starting to feel that little flat stick of his. Now Granbury, who has had a disappointing 18 here so far. 2, 3, 5 again. Wow. And I mean, we've been rolling dice, so that's interesting that it comes up the same thing. He is a shaper, so he will also get a blue chip. And the green 5, though, is not going to be quite so forgiving. He's not a hacker, but he'll end up only with a moderate birdie. And, well, he's going to take the step of using 2 blue chips to make it gimme. He wants to try and get back some of this ground he's lost and see if he can. He's got easy holes coming up. Maybe he can start putting together a couple of, like a birdie and an eagle, or a couple birdies, and get back to sniffing the lead. So, all right, let's do a little bit of a shift here, just trying to keep the leaders kind of in a decent view. Trent McAdams -26, and you got Lee Song and Gareth Leonard at -25, and Dave Simanovich Jr. -24. And -28 is probably, it's not out of the realm of possibility right now, so let's put it up there. Okay, so things will start accelerating a bit. We've got one group finished. So let's go to Emmerich and Copeland. Emmerich will finish out his round. Double cordial. He gets 2 birdies to finish out. So he was 35 on the back. That's a 73 even par. For Emmerich, that would be 275 -17. He's sitting atop the money list. I don't think he has much to worry about now. Copeland the third with a blue chip to improve a putt, and he doesn't need it because he'll get a birdie, and he doesn't get a blue chip out of it. He does get another birdie, and he will move up to -23, joining Kawahara there. And I'll double check this. So that's a 33 on the back, 67 as well. Copeland and now Kawahara were tied going into this round, so that is 275 -23, or no, not 275, 269. Clean that up a little bit. Okay. 17th, Hudspeth and Trenchard. Trenchard coming off birdie. He does not have the opportunity to make this hole easier. Like a white 1, and he doesn't get it. It's going to be 35. Golf Cam course, so he gets some aid by the decide or die being a no, so it's not daunting at least. Par 4. Is it cordial? No. Is he laser? He's not either, so he'll have to make a clutch putt for par. And being so far back, he's just going to try and make it. Needs a 1 to 3. He's neutral. And he does. He'll have 2 chips going into 18 to use. So he makes the par. So he could, if he gets a moderate birdie putt, he could make it gimme on the 18th and have a nice close. Semi-daunting 3 should be a par for Hudspeth. Okay, back to 16. And your leaders. They're through the extremely easy portion. This is also navigable, pretty easy, but not the way it should have been on 14 and 15, and they played that in concert at 1 over par, so not great for them. 2, 3, 4 here on 16 for McAdams. It's not direct. Is he dynamic? He's not dynamic, so it's the right now chart. He is neutral. For him, though, the green 3 is odd, which means it'll ask if he is cold. And since he's not cold, so right now he's not cold, he gets an easy putt for birdie. Could get the minus 27, 66% chance of it, and he does hole it out. A birdie. McAdams just looking good here. Wow, that is, he's at 9 under par. And now Leonard has to keep pace. And that is a 145. Duffer or Gilded, no. Oh, takes a crazy bounce, and it's going to be the short game check for. He's not stoned, so he will end up with an easy putt for par, and so all he can do is hole that out and move on to 17. Doesn't have enough blue chips to take control of that one either, so tough hole. All right, so Simanowicz Jr. has the tee here at 15. He's now 3 back. He'd love to find a way to eagle here if he could, but we've got a lot of white 6s. That will be a gimme birdie. Does not get a blue chip out of it, but that does move into minus 25, and so he does keep pace with McAdams. And now Magallanes. Okay, 255 on the par 5. He is a legend, and it's with a green too, so he gets a gallery cheers on the par 5 tee shot, and he gets a green too. Is he a champion? He is. He can go for it, and he will. He's 4 back. So the go for it, he's going to choose yes. This is high. This is risk but reward too. And so we re-roll the white die. He could get another blue chip out of this if he gets a low number on this roll. But it's a 6, so it's going to be a double difficult birdie putt. And he's going to hold on to those. He's going to lag. Ooh, he almost made it. If that would have been a 1, he would have made the lag, and it would have been a nice birdie for him. Now it's just an easy par, and he makes it. Tough break there for Magallanes. And so I guess I didn't mention, of course, I figure, what is it, 7 o'clock out in the Rockies, where Play.com is happening. You know, hello to everybody if you happen to be turning this on for some strange reason. Got a little bit of play gaming going on here this morning, trying to finish up the Aloha Tournament of Champions at Kapalua. So Yun Lee Song at 14. So you got 2 holes in a row here where you can make birdie. He could get his way back there. And so 2, 3, 5, par 4. Legend or Shaper? He is a legend. He'll get a blue chip. He's got quite a few here now. Green 3 on the gallery cheers. Hero or Champion? He is. He's going to have an easy putt for birdie. He will take that blue chip and throw it in there to make it gimme. He will move to within 1 as long as he doesn't get 6s. Oh, and he holes it. Yun Lee Song won 3 tournaments last year, and he is sniffing blood right now. It looks like it's going to be McAdams and Yun Lee Song down the stretch here. Granbury started with a 2-shot lead, double bogeyed immediately, and now he is basically just running on fumes, and he hits the white 5 with the exclamation mark, which really makes this even more difficult. It's going to be Golf Cam course. It is a cordial hole at least. And so he probably will hit a clutch putt for birdie here. Let's see. Green 1, par 4. Cordial. Yes, it is. So clutch putt for birdie. And he's well back. He's got to take a chance. 1 to 3, he'll get another blue chip. But it's been that kind of day. Loses the blue chip he has. He'll end up with an easy putt for par, but that's been the story of his round. 2 birdies and a double. And when other guys are shooting 7 under, you can't shoot even par and expect to stay around. So, all right, McAdams, 1 ahead of Lee Song. We're going to have, looks like we're going to have a pretty good finish here coming down to 18. Speaking of 18, we've got Trenchard and Hudspeth finishing up on this super long par 5. And Trenchard, 144. He's not a hacker. Is he a champion? No, he's not. He'll have a moderate putt for birdie. Well, he's got 2 blue chips. He'll use them to make it gimme, and he should post in at -21. So a birdie for Trenchard to close it out here. He is a tournament winner, but he's definitely not the top of the cream of the crop out here. So, but 33 on the back, 69 for his round, a good 3 under par round. And you're going to go to 271. Is that right? -21. Yep. Okay, and Hudspeth, close him out. He'll get a birdie. So 2 under par on the back, 35 and 34, 69 as well. He's going to also end up at 271, -21. So he gained a little bit of ground there and ended up back around where Trenchard is. So, okay. To the leaders. McAdams coming off a birdie. But this is a tough hole. He'd love to hold serve and par this one. A white 6 would put a smile on his face. Oh, and he gets it. Look at that. It was spinning around, and it fell down, and it's 6, and that's a par. He'll get a blue chip, and he goes to 18 in the catbird seat. Gareth Leonard doesn't have 2 blue chips, so he can't take control of this on his own using chips. So 55 in the rough off the tee, and he ends up with a not so great lie. So is he he is a master though. He'll get an easy putt for par. So he should remain 2 back, and does. Okay. Another reasonable hole. Simanowicz Jr. would like to get another birdie here and put himself right back in the mix, but he's going to have to take a par. That does give him a second blue chip, though, and he will probably be using that on 17. Magallanes. Extra control does not help him here, but he's getting in another blue chip. Okay, now Lee Song and Granberry at the 15th. Lee Song lurking. If he could get the right roll here, he could really change the tide of this. Let's see, 133. He's not yeoman nor puny. He is a hero. He will get another blue chip. And with a green 3, he is a hero and a champion. He will have an easy birdie putt. He's going to use that blue chip to make it gimme. And he should join McAdams in the lead. Yun Lee Song with 4 birdies in a row, storming to the front. And this looks like it's going to be a duel down the stretch. Here's Granberry with a 144. Not a hacker. He's not a champion, so a moderate putt for birdie. Needs a 1 or a 2. That's been about the way it's been for him. Easy par. Had to basically give him use blue chips to get gimme birdies for him to birdie. It's been that kind of tournament for him. Okay, so your leader, well, one of your leaders coming in to 18 here. A white 6 would give him an automatic birdie and move him to minus 28. Before we get going on this, let's go ahead with one more. Actually, let's go ahead and just get both of these guys out of here, because I don't think anybody's hitting minus 20 at this point. Unless it's Granbury. Because it's looking like 28's a possibility here. Okay. Trent McAdams. Can he get a birdie and really put the pressure on Yun Lee Song to keep making ground? 1, 3, 6 on the par 5. He's not a duffer nor a scatter guy. He's not utility. Is he a hero? Semi-hero, but does not get it this time. He's going to have a moderate birdie putt. So, this is the deal. If he had been a hero, if the decide or die had been a yes, he would have ended up with an easy, which he could have used the blue chip to make it gimme. Instead, he's going to have to use the blue chip to make the moderate easy. And now he's going to have a 1-to-4 chance of taking the lead and shooting a 10 under round. It would be 63. Can he get 1-to-4? He taps it. It's rolling. Oh, my word. And it just tickles the rim, goes around, and he misses it. So that will leave him a gimme par. And he will finish at minus 27. So 34 on the back. That's a 64 round for McAdams. That's going to be 265, right? Minus 27 in the clubhouse. So you understand that if he had the decide or die was, so if Yun Lee Song wins this, you could probably put a lot of that on that decide or die, not coming up with him having the hero trait there. We'll see. Gareth Leonard. Yun Lee Song still has 17 to navigate here. So Gareth Leonard, could he find a way to an eagle chance here? Probably not, but let's see. 2, 5, 6. He's not a legend. It's not a direct green, so he's got a short game check, and I think this is going to end his tournament. End his chances, because it's a green 6. He's not stone, but he'll still have a difficult putt for par. He's going to use his blue chip to make it moderate. So he makes it. And so what could have been for him, 35, 67. Not too bad of a round, minus 6, but the bogey on 14 kind of spilled him over and got him going down the wrong path, and that's 267 minus 25. 2 shots back of McAdams, and he'll have to settle at least, should be at least 4th. Not too many guys left on the course now. We're at 1 hour and 4 minutes, so this trying to get an hour and a half video looks like it's probably going to work here. Simanowicz Jr. Yeah, well, I don't want to go too quickly. We want to use a blue chip here. And it's going to not be daunting, so he can keep the other blue chip. He'll have control on the 17th. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Dave Simanowicz Jr. Not a duffer. He is a champion, though. Easy putt for birdie. He's going to save a blue chip here. So he's going to try the easy putt. Can he make this? You know what? He's going to ensure it's gimme, and he makes it. So green 5, he may have missed that there if I had gone ahead and made it a sure thing, or all but a sure thing. So he's one back. He is right in the mix. And so now Magallanes. Now, some would say if you decide to do this, you shouldn't do it for each golfer. The hole would be either daunting for both or not daunting. In this case, it doesn't matter because it came up as a 0. And I don't know, maybe in the future I'll change it. It's probably a good point. So Magallanes doesn't have to use the second blue chip. He gets control. And it's 4, 5, 6. I think that's golf cam green, right? It is. Let's see if the green 6 gets him a putt for birdie here. Par 4, green 6 friendly. No. Is he laser? Yes. Clutch putt for birdie. So his laser status, he's going to have to use the other blue chip that he can use on this hole to make it 1 to 5. Make him gold for this putt. And he makes it. Minus 24. Each stroke should get him a little bit more money in the bank. Now Yunli Song to 16. 16 and 18 are potential birdies for him. 17, he wants to keep the blue chips. So what he doesn't want here is he would not want to have a clutch putt if he could help it. And guess what? He earns another blue chip. He'll take a par here. As much as he wants birdies, he could potentially spin that into a better birdie chance on 18 when it comes up. And now Gil Granberry. 1, 2, 5, par 4. He's 5 back. Had real designs on his second tournament win, but just couldn't get it together. He's not a bomber and he's not a hacker, so it's golf cam green. With a friendly green, should be a chance at birdie here. Yep, clutch putt. Needs a 1 to 3. Oh, and he finally makes a putt of any kind of difficulty. He'll get a blue chip. Won't be able to use it on 17 to gain control, though. Okay. 2 holes left. Can Yunli Song find a birdie down the stretch here? Or can Dave Simanowicz find another birdie here at 18 and get into a tie and maybe make this a 3-way tie here? Simanowicz Jr. 4 under on the back. 7 under so far today. Doesn't have any blue chips, though. And it's a white 5. That doesn't really help a whole lot. 45 is going to be golf cam course, though, so that's not so bad. Par 5. It's not daunting. He'll have a clutch putt for birdie. He needs a 1 to 4. 1 to 4. And he joins Lee Song and McAdams. If he doesn't, he ends up with a red chip that he's going to have to spend immediately on the follow-up putt. Oh, and he misses it. 1 to 4. Oh, man. He just didn't read it right. So now he gets a red chip. Easy par is going to become moderate. Now he's got to avoid a 6 to drop back into a tie with Leonard. And he does. That's a par. Oh, boy. He made a nice effort to try to get back. 66. Just not quite enough. 266 minus 26. He will finish 1 behind McAdams. And so now it's basically, well, Magallanes could, nah, he's out of it. I don't think there's any double eagles anywhere, unless maybe well, he ends up with the golf cam course as well. Cordial, yes, it'll be a clutch putt for birdie. He is neutral. He's going to use it. That will make him gold, and he makes that, so he will finish at minus 25 with Leonard. So birdie, 5 under par, 32, but his even par on the front does him in. That's a 68 for his round, and he will finish at 267 minus 25. Yep. Okay. 2 golfers left on the course here. Only one has a chance to do anything. Yun Lee Song, with a birdie on 17 or 18, will be the champion. Well, barring another bogey, would be the champion of the Aloha Tournament of Champions. I'm going to spend the blue chip here. Actually, wait a second. Let's give it back to him. Granbury is first to play on 17. He birdied 16. He does not have blue chips to spend. Now he does. He's going to take a par. We'll get him out of the way for Lee Song. So he spends a blue chip, and we roll the decider die. See if he will end up with 2 going into 18 or just 1. He'll only have 1. He'll have to spend a second one to get control, but he does. That should greatly lower his chances of a bogey here on this hole. And a 1-4-5. Might be a short game check, I'm thinking, but let's see. Duffer or Gilded. No, he's neither of those, so it's going to be short game check, green 4. He's not stone. He'll have an easy par putt. So if he avoids the 6s, we haven't seen any of those yet. Knock on wood. He gets his par. And so we will go to 18. They're going to go there, see if he can get 1 more birdie and win. It's all he needs, and it will be Granbury first. He has the honor. 2-way tie for the lead, -27. Trent McAdams in the clubhouse, in the scoring tent, signing his card. Yun Lee Song waiting for his turn to play 18. 166, par 5. Granbury's not yeoman. Is he hero? No. Is he champion? No. Right now he is going to be neutral, and that's going to leave him with the green 6 not so well off. He's going to have a difficult putt for par. Well, he's not going to be able to use these blue chips anywhere else, so that's moderate. Easy par putt. And he does make it. So that's a 34 on the back. Decent response to an abysmal 38 on the front. And that's a 269 along with Kawahara and Copeland at -23. And now all we have left is Lee Song. Can he find a chance for birdie here? He would take a white 6 here, and he would party. But it's a 4, so it'll be 2, 5, 6, par 5. Is he a legend? He is. He gets a blue chip, so he'll have 2 to spend, and we go to 5 on the gallery cheers. Is he a hacker? He is not a hacker. Strong applause. We go and roll the white die. He wants if he can get a 1 or a 2 here, he will all but win the tournament. 3 or 4, there's a chance. 5 or 6, it's probably going to be a playoff. Let's see. It's a 2. That's a moderate putt for birdie, and he's got 2 blue chips to use. He'll have 1 for easy, 1 for gimme. He has a gimme birdie putt. Can he sink it? Needs to avoid 6s here. I was just saying earlier, we haven't seen them. Do they come? Or is Yun Lee Song the champion? He taps the putt. Oh, and he makes it! A brilliant round from the Korean. And Yun Lee Song is the winner of the 2019 Aloha Tournament of Champions. Let's total them up here. He's going to do his scorecard. 32 on the back. That's the best back 9 score that there was. To couple with a 33, that's a 65. To go with the 199 in the first 3 rounds, that is 264 minus 28. He is your leader. He is your winner. What a round. What a game. 8 under par. He gets the job done. And he gets to keep king. He will be king till further notice. So he got got a special result earlier in the round where you see this little thing. It was a special result where he ended up where if he won the tournament, so he got king for this tournament, and if he won the tournament, he would keep it till further notice. He gets to keep it. So kudos to him. He's a 4-time winner now on tour. That matches Dustin Emmerich with for the most wins on this tour. So, man, 1 bogey, 9 birdies and a bogey for Lee Song right down here on the bottom. So this round here was something else too, a 64, but just not quite enough for McAdams. This stretch right here, par on 14 and 15 will haunt him, as all he needed was a birdie there, or maybe a birdie on both holes, and he is the victor. But not today, Young Lee Song. So just going to go ahead and turn this around and say, I hope this seemed a little bit better, a shorter video, not the full tournament. That's just the way I wanted to do it. Kind of was helpful to get some holes out of the way ahead of time. So I may go back to, I'll probably go to a full final round for major tournaments, but for just regular run-of-the-mill tournaments in this tour, I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep it to maybe the back 9 for the leaders, kind of like an old school television coverage, just so that it doesn't take too much time. Kind of ties me into being in front of the computer and at the table here, which can be good, can be bad. So anyway, thanks a lot to Keith at Play Games. I should mention this before I sign off, for designing and the people who helped him design this game. They're having a convention this weekend. I wish them lots of success and fun, and just enjoy the time together, getting to play in a community. I know there's lots of people wondering about new games. Then they're also starting a new venture called Play Now, which him and his son Sam. And so I again wish nothing but success for them. Or wish them all the success. How about that? I don't know. My logical brain isn't quite thinking under the pressure of a camera. So all sorts of success I wish them, because getting kids into games, into board games, and kind of helping them learn to have fun with something other than just putting their face in front of a screen is probably a good thing. Even though we're talking about putting videos out here and you guys are watching this on a screen. Truth be told, I have a lot of fun when I'm not here in front of the camera just rolling games, and as I'm sure most of you do too. So check out his website, play.com. Obviously, I said they're having the convention. If you follow their Facebook page, you will see lots of pictures and videos and stuff like that will be pretty entertaining. And so I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day off, get my numbers all settled here as far as my spreadsheets, and clean up here and see what I'm going to do next. So enjoy your day, and we'll see you soon on the Tabletop Baseball Plus channel. Have a great one, guys. Thanks a lot.